This is the OnePlus X, but before you pick one up, these are 5 things you should know. So what's up guys, Jonathan here, and the first thing we're gonna talk about is the price, $249 freaking dollars. We got a chance to check out the OnePlus X early, so OnePlus is up on stage doing their thing. They announced the price and everyone's like, damn! Now keep in mind that price is for the Onyx glass version. If you've heard anything about a ceramic version, that does exist, but it's extremely limited and currently is only gonna be available in Europe and India for 369 euros. On top of the aggressive pricing, this is not meant to be a giant phone. It's 5 inches, so it's gonna be great for one-handed use. And if you look closely along the sides, those are 17 precision microcuts, and what that's gonna do is ensure better grip. Now the next thing we're gonna talk about is the display. You're getting a full 1920 by 1080 resolution, so even though you're not gonna pay a ton for this phone, you're not getting ripped on resolution. The kicker here though is for the first time ever, OnePlus decided to go with AMOLED for this phone, which I think is awesome. And that combined with Oxygen OS's dark mode is gonna help lead to better battery efficiency. Now where we were shooting, there was a ton of natural light, so I really wasn't in the optimal environment to really check out the display. But from first impressions, it looked really good, and honestly, you really wouldn't guess that this phone and this display was under 300 bucks. So following that, the third thing we're gonna talk about is the specs. What exactly does 250 bucks get you? Inside is a Snapdragon 801, 3 gigs of RAM, a 2525 milliamp hour battery, and as far as the camera goes, you're getting a 13 megapixel rear shooter with an aperture of f2.2. Now obviously the 801 isn't the latest and greatest processor, but considering what you're paying for this phone, I think it's a solid choice, and initial impressions on performance were solid. Now as far as the camera goes, I was really only able to check out the pictures that I took on the phone itself, so I will reserve full judgment until I get this in-house, but overall the pictures seem decent. I really wouldn't bank on this having an exceptional camera. It's gonna do the job, but it's not gonna be amazing. Now the fourth thing we're gonna talk about is the fact that there are 3 very useful elements to this phone, the first of which being micro SD card expandability. There is still the dual SIM option, but you have the choice now, so you can go with 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and micro SD card expansion up to 128 gigabytes. The next really useful thing on this phone is the alert slider, which gives you 3 modes of functionality. Mute, which is pretty self-explanatory, that is gonna mute all notifications. Priority is gonna allow you to receive notifications from only the people you want notifications coming from. And then lastly, all, which means you're getting everything. Now the third really useful feature on the OnePlus X is, get ready, FM mother effing radio. Now that might not sound like a big deal, but I think this is actually cool. You may be in a situation where you don't have Wi-Fi, you want to save data, and just want to listen to good old-fashioned radio. With the OnePlus X, now you can. Now the last thing you should know is the fact that unfortunately, this is still going to be based off of OnePlus's invite system. So initial availability and trying to get your hands on one of these might not be the easiest task in the world. But the good news is though, is that OnePlus did let us know that the time period for this invite system is only going to be a month, so you're not going to have to wait a crazy amount of time. Aside from that, this looks like a really solid phone. I really enjoy Oxygen OS. Do keep in mind though that this is running Lollipop, but knowing OnePlus, I don't think Marshmallow is too far off. And really, as far as budget phone options go, I think this is gonna be a really serious contender. Now, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did and you are feeling like being awesome, make sure to go Drake dancing the hop bling on that like button. If you guys have any questions, drop me a line down below or hit me up on Twitter or Snapchat. This is Jonathan with TLD, and I will catch you guys later.